Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and I commend the Chair of the Select Committee for securing this important debate and congratulate her on her fair and robust approach of leading that committee. And she does, Madam Deputy Speaker, every now and again allow me to ask some difficult questions to government ministers, which I'm very grateful for. All of us on that committee have taken our duty of scrutinising the Ministry of Housing, Communities and Local Government in the last year very seriously, recognising its widespread responsibilities it holds and the deep impact its decisions will have on our constituents right across the country. And I just wish to touch on a couple of those responsibilities now. One of the biggest drivers of the financial difficulties facing councils has been the catastrophic rise in the amount of money spent on children with special educational needs. This, Madam Deputy Speaker, is very close to my heart, as I've seen it from both sides. I grew up with a brother and sister who both benefited from SEND provision, and I've also been a local councillor in Hertfordshire. In just 10 years, the number of children with educational health and care plans in the county has grown by a staggering 223%, even higher than the 140% national rise. Funding has not kept up. Incredibly, Hertfordshire receives the third lowest funding per head out of every local authority in the country. If it was funded at the national average, an extra 47 million would be available for children with the most complex needs across Hertfordshire. And I hope the Minister would agree that it should not matter where you're born in this country. The system should have the resources to meet your educational needs. And removing this historic funding formula would be the first step in creating that kind of system. And of course, Madam Deputy Speaker, the Minister will point out that the total reorganisation of local government in this country is the answer to some of these problems, and the efficiencies promised by huge unitary councils will solve some of the funding crisis. But residents of my constituency of Broxbourne already feel like they're getting a bad deal from the county council. So exactly how will forcing them into a much larger council, which will have a much larger list of responsibilities for an even bigger area, help this situation? Like everything the government touches, one of the inevitable consequences of this reorganisation will be higher taxes for my constituents in Broxbourne. It will be constituents living under Conservative-controlled Broxbourne Council who will feel this the most, as they will go from paying the lowest unparish council tax in the country to inevitably a higher charge under an emerged authority. There is no way efficiencies will be able to cover the extra spending by these bloated new authorities will have to pay, and reorganisation itself is not cost-free. And I'm yet to see the councils that have gone through reorganisation come out saying they are awash with cash. So I hope the Minister is generally listening to the concerns raised in this debate so far and will come back with the Department of Education in the near future to genuine solutions to the SEND funding crisis and ensure all of our constituents have a fair say when local government is forced upon them in our areas.